So the research we're undertaking in the laboratory at the moment involves a strong focus on outlaw motorcycle gangs, understanding their criminal activity and also the most effective methods of disrupting them and preventing the harm they cause to the community. So what we've found out of the research that we've undertaken on OMCGs at the AIC is, I guess, first of all, that they are engaged in quite a bit of crime. Crime is highly prevalent, but there are a small number who are responsible for a disproportionate amount of this crime and crime-related harm. So it's really highlighted the importance of identifying those individuals and targeting them as much as we can. It's also found some early evidence of some gangs engaging in more serious and organised forms of crime in a systematic manner. So the gang structures and hierarchies themselves are becoming involved in crime across some gangs. Something our research has found, which is quite interesting, is that it's picked up on this new generation of outlaw motorcycle gang members, younger men who are, our evidence suggests, are more criminally or more inclined towards crime and violence, and who are joining these gangs largely to further their own criminal or money-making endeavours. One of the main motivations for this research has really been the intensified focus on OMCGs by law enforcement across Australia, which has largely come from an uptick in the amount of crime that they're engaging in and their involvement in serious and organised forms of crime. Some interesting findings that have emerged out of this research, which we're a little surprised to see, were some of the patterns in the criminal mobility of OMCG members, that the trends that we were seeing away from certain jurisdictions and the movement of OMCGs into some jurisdictions to offend. So I guess the results that have come out of our program of research into OMCGs really inform efforts to risk assess this population, to identify those members who are most dangerous to the community and to target them. They also highlight the potential effectiveness of measures that target the structures of these gangs in terms of reducing their ability to engage in organised crime. And it also highlights the importance of undertaking further work to evaluate the impact of legislative and regulatory measures that have been introduced to address OMCGs in Australia. I think in terms of where we go from here, it really is about looking at how to use this research to inform Australia's response to outlaw motorcycle gang members. So improving risk assessment processes, improving knowledge of effective disruption measures, understanding more about the networks in which OMCG members engage in crime and especially organised crime, and informing how those networks can be interrupted and ultimately stopping the harm that they're causing to the community.